Alrighty, guys, super excited to present to you today on the 5 skill sets that you must have to create a 7-figure fitness business. So I did an episode yesterday. You can guys go and check that out. And I got a lot of messages. So really appreciate when you guys reach out to me. And someone asked about the skill sets and the line of exercise, like how you kind of go from like really struggling to having a high 6-figure, 7-figure fitness business. So I'm going to break down like step by step how I did it. So guys, the first one is mindset. And, I think people either go either way with this, but I think it's like totally okay for you to say like, hey, I want to earn a lot of money in life. Like, don't be afraid of doing that, because that mindset of going, hey, I really want to earn a lot of money because of X and X reason. And you don't even have to justify it to people. But for those who have been following along a little bit in my story is, guys, my mum passed away when I was 2. My dad had like issues with drugs. I was moving house to house, grew up in housing commission and things like that. And it wasn't until I was about 15 or 16 where I experienced what a really nice life is, what a really nice house is. So the really big thing that has always driven me isn't actually the money side of things, but it's being able to provide for my wife and my family and have a really comfortable life of living, because I did it super tough. Now, you really need to tap into that mindset. What's your mindset? Because, when growing a business and wanting to earn a lot of money, 90% of it comes down to mindset, how driven you are, how disciplined you are, why you want to do it. Why do you get out of bed on those days at like 4 a.m. when you don't want to? And having that mindset and that drive to really tap into your deep connection of why do you run a business? Why do you want to earn more money? What is your real deep reason is the first pillar that you have to hit. And I'm going to tell you guys here today, it's okay to want more. It is okay to want to profit $30, $50, $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. That's totally cool, because it's your goals and it's what you want in your life. It's okay to want a $5 million property or a $10 million property, right? It's okay to want those things, right? But getting your mindset right and to understand why you're doing what you're doing is the first pillar of success. Because when you're building a successful business, guys, you're going to have up phases, you're going to have down phases, times where business is easy, and then definitely times where it's really tough, especially when you're developing the 4 skill sets that I'm going to present to you next. So now you know why you want to do what you want to do. You've got some goals. You don't have to fucking justify your goals to anyone in the world. You just know why you're getting up every morning and getting after it. Now, the next thing that you really have to master is marketing, right? If you want to create a really successful and big business, guys, you have to be world class at marketing. There is no way around it. You cannot build a massive business without being able to attract customers who will pay you money. And that all starts initially, guys, with knowing your niche and who you help. Right? With your niche, guys, you got to make sure that you're picking a profitable niche, people that will pay you money and pay you well. Also that you can scale within that niche, and also that it's within your skill sets and your passion to help those people. So in my journey, it was helping people lose 5 kilos or more. Very big, broad niche, especially for a local area like a gym, like 5Ks around. There was about 100,000 people in our catchment. You can search the data on Google about how much people are overweight, but I'd say our catchment was about 60% of that area literally wanted to lose 5 kilos or more, right? We knew in the area it was a very affluent area. So I think the average pricing houses in our area are about $2.1 to $2.3 million at the moment. So we knew we were in the right areas, and being in the right areas is absolutely key for growing a business, especially a bricks and mortar business, guys, as well. Now, once you've got your niche set up, you've got to be able to attract leads, right? So the biggest thing is creating like an offer that people feel so stupid that if they say no to it, right? So for us, it was a 28-day challenge. It had a risk reversal that they get a refund if they did the program and they didn't get X result. They got their training, their meal plans, daily accountability, all this kind of stuff, right? And for that price point, when we were selling it for $199, it made people feel so confident in the service that they could go do it for 28 days, would get them to continue on for 24 weeks. But there were so many things in that package, like in terms of portals, resources to really help them, that they actually felt stupid if they said no. And especially when you bundle it all in, when it's like, hey, Jimmy, look, if you do 3 sessions a week with us, if you follow your meal plan, track it on MyFitnessPal and do your check-in each week, if you don't lose 2 or more kilos, we're actually going to refund you 100% of the money and you can train with us for free for a month. We played around with that risk reversal, but you kind of get the point. But then also with the marketing, guys, there's a couple of skill sets you really, really need to master. Okay, so firstly, your paid platform type of thing. So you've got your Facebook and Instagram ads, which are massive, and you've also got Google, where you either need to pay to acquire the skill, or you need to pay someone who has acquired the skill to generate the leads for you, right? Because in creating this, in this seven-figure business, you don't have to do it all, right? You'll be working very hard, but you can also align yourself with other people who can do it for you. Right? But then there's many other facets of marketing, right? In terms of how you can produce videos, how you can public speak, your confidence of going out. We did a lot of like local area outreach. We would walk into people's businesses and chat to them. Also with organic, right? There's a million ways. Like if you're struggling for leads, guys, there is literally a million ways you can market your business. And the real big thing for us was being able to generate 25 leads a week. That was the catchment. We had 7 flows of leads, so we were able to hit that very consistently, right? But if you have the ability to generate 25 leads a week, you'll have the ability to have a 7-figure bricks and mortar facility within about 18 to 24 months, if you can do that really consistently. Now, the next skill is one of the most high income skills in the world, which is sales. Okay, your ability to attract clients with your marketing, but then also run a nice sales flow where they're really excited to pay you money, so you can actually change the problems that we have. And guys, sales gets like a really bad name a lot of things in fitness, and I'm unsure why, because people are like, hey, sales is sleazy. I don't like selling to people. Guys, I want you to think about sales differently. Sales is just having a conversation with someone, seeing what they want to achieve, seeing what's holding them back, and literally finding out whether you can help them. You might be able to help them. You also might not be able to help them, right? Which then if you're selling with integrity, you'd send them to another location, right? But it's just literally sitting down, finding out what they want, finding out what's holding them back. If you've got a solution, offering that solution for them. You want to take all that pressure away from sales, but developing your sales skills, making sure you have the scripts, making sure you have the processes, right? Definitely would recommend hiring a sales mentor for a couple of months. Like, we've got a coach in our program named Brad, right? Doing 2 months of like private coaching with Brad. He's closed like well over 1,000 fitness sales in his life, probably 2,000, 3,000, right? Working with someone like that who has closed sales, who can help you handle the objections before they come up, how to troubleshoot different issues, will be one of the best investments that you ever make in your life. And I've had multiple one-on-one sales coaches in my life. So I worked with Andrew Poulton from Systems by Design, total savage. Absolute, like he is an absolute weapon. Worked with Matt Ryder from Sales Sniper, who also was like so privileged to be able to work with him a couple of years ago for 12 weeks. And his level of sales ability and sales knowledge is out of this world. And now we work a lot of our members work with Brad because he's ran a gym, he knows all those systems back and forth, and he's coaching like 300 people a week on how to get better at their sales. But you need to get better at sales. And then the next level, once you're really good at sales, the next level, my friends, is being able to teach that to your team so you can multiply your sales team. Because one of the things we had in our clubs is as you start to generate these leads, if you're the one closing all the sales, it becomes very stressful. It means if you ever go on holidays, no sales happen, right? If you can teach your team how to close sales, you're then multiplying your sales team, right? And I want you to imagine you've got a business, right? Business one has one sales rep, right? Who's overworked, also running the business, running sessions, just jam-packed, right? And you've got business two, who has 5 sales reps within that business. So the owner and all the trainers can close people on your initial 28-day offer or whatever it is, selling via face-to-face consultation or over the phone, right? One business has 1 salesman, the other business has 5 salespeople. Which business do you think is going to market more heavily? Which business do you think can generate more leads and actually hold that traffic, right? So having these multiple sales teams is absolutely key when scaling a 7-figure fitness business. And then once you do that, guys, you've got your mindset all ticked off, you've got your marketing, and you've got your sales all ticked off. Now becomes this was the hardest one for me. This is the hardest and something you have to work on all these skills every day, but this was like the one that I really struggled with, because in my business, I was used to doing like everything myself, but the next skill is leadership. Right? How can you attract the right talent? How can you motivate the right talent? How can you lead the right talent to be able to chase your vision and chase your goals for you? right? How do you lead them to success, both in their business life and in their personal life, right? Because you must be a great leader. Because, guys, no one makes a 7-figure business by themselves, right? You've got to be a leader to your clients. You've got to be a leader to your team. Okay, and that is the next skill and something that we work on very, very heavily in our elite program. So we've got our inner circle program, it's like $50 a week. But then once these people start to get, 90, 100, 150, 200 members, the next big thing is leadership, which when you have really great leadership, your team start to work without you, your team start to drive you, and you have the ability where you don't burn out. Because when you're driving a business really fast, if you just do that for 12 months of the year, you can go into burnout. And one of the greatest things about leadership, and when you know it's working really, really well, is when you go away from your business and your business grows without you, right? That is a sign that you can tick off that leadership and your team are motivated, they're really well trained, they know what they need to do, and they're inspired to do it even when you're not there in the club with them. And that's the biggest one. I talked to Dan Henderson, who runs our elite program, and he is most proudest of his members, right, when they get to go on holidays and their business still grows without them, right? And that's the next level, that leadership. And the last one, guys, is that systems and structure. Okay, so you've got your marketing, you've got the sales, you've got your leadership all dialed in. Right, systems and structure is absolutely key on how to build a system, right? And when you're building systems, you want to make sure it's easy for your team to find, easy for them to follow, and it has accountability off the back so you know that it's being done. But there is going to be a ton of systems within your business, from the simple ones like opening and closing at your business morning and night, right? Making sure you turn the aircon things, because that can cost you a lot of money, right? And then also like the bigger systems, like your sales systems, right? Which is how quickly we contact a lead, what we say on the phone, how we run our consultation, the points of contact during their first 28 days, which Jackson Chen from ACR works with our members a lot on that, on making sure you're automating your sales systems and your internal systems. But there's also other systems, guys, because now you're going to have some full-time coaches, right? And that will be their daily operations checklist, what they need to do, how they reply to the emails. There's hundreds of systems that you will build out. But the biggest thing that you can do when building these systems to make it super easy for you guys, make it easy to find, right? There's no point having a system if the staff can't go and see it very quickly what they need to do. So we use Loom videos a lot for that. Make sure your team are well trained on it. Don't just give someone a new system to follow and expect them to know it as well as you, because they don't, right? Make sure they're well trained and make sure they get upgraded with their skill sets regularly so they can be more time efficient and do things at a higher level. And then you've always got to make sure there's a sense of accountability on any system, because I'm sure you guys have built a system in your life at some stage and someone hasn't followed it and you start to get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, guys, it's just because there was no accountability and there were no check-ins in place. So guys, I want everyone to absolutely crush it in 2022, right? Let's get your mindset, know why you do what you need to do, right? If you can generate the ability and the skills to generate 25 or more leads every single week, you're on the first step, right, to be able to create a 7-figure fitness business. The next one is you must be really good at sales and then develop the ability to build out multiple sales teams within your business. So how to train other people to be really good at sales. Then you want to work on your leadership skills, right? Leadership is getting people to chase your vision with you, chase your dreams with you. Okay, making sure you lead the team really well, making sure you're inspiring the team, making sure that you're someone that they want to go into battle with every single day. And the final one is your systems and structures. Okay, you need to have your systems and structures working very, very consistently for you, right? So that your systems are easy to find, your team are very well trained, and then there's accountability so you make sure that you know everything is getting done each and every single week. You tick those things off, guys, you're well on your way to creating a 7-figure fitness business. So I hope you got a little bit of value from today. We actually have an event on Friday, which is on our 2022 goal setting and 2021 yearly review. That's run by Dan Henderson and Jerome Lamarck. Jerome is my personal mindset coach like the last 5 years. And then Dan is the head coach in our elite program. They have been planning this event for the last 3 to 4 weeks. It's going to be absolutely killer. I really love if you guys to attend. It's totally free. And then for our inner circle members who are attending the free event, we have an implementation session the following week because we know a lot when people present and when you go to seminars. The key is like the learning, but the real fucking key and the magic is the implementation, which we'll be doing the next week for our paying members as well. So guys, if you want to attend that event, just send me a message anywhere on social media. Would really love to have you guys there. The first event's free. The second one is in our paid program though. You guys have a really good Sunday. Any questions at any time, please reach out to me on social media.